Hey Giants Nation, thanks for clicking on the video. This is a quick recap of the Giants' huge freaking win against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Huge win, 17-12. The defense played freaking lights out. Um, they held DK Metcalf to 80 yards, no touchdowns. The only touchdown that Seattle had was to Chris Carson. Jabril got a little. He went to one receiver, and it was just a good drawn up play by Seattle. But anyway, the Giants. The betting line on the Giants was 10.5. Everybody I talked to, even I thought, we're gonna lose the game. Sit Daniel Jones. Colt McCoy played how a backup quarterback should play. He managed the game. Gallman lights out, 120 some odd yards, and they had right around 190, 200 yards rushing. And they were shut out 5-0 in the first half. They got the safety. They got in, hot on a punt, and it was a safety. But the defense held phenomenal. Like, Bradbury let a couple of catches to DK, but he always kept them in front of him. There was one play where it was just kind of a little dump off, and Bradbury was still able to jump over a defender or the offensive guy, and he knocked the ball out. And then everybody swarmed to tackle. And that's the biggest thing I have to take the past couple of weeks for this Giants team is that when somebody catches the ball, there are 2, 3, 4 guys swarming to the ball. Defense is phenomenal. Colt McCoy, I think he had just a skosh over 100 yards. He had one touchdown to Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris had 2 touchdowns. He had a catching and a rushing touchdown. The big men up front, our offensive line, have come so far. And you know what? The Giants still aren't getting any love in the media. They're still saying, Seattle didn't come to play. You're an NFL team. If you don't look at the Giants and say, hey, they are progressively making moves and getting better, then you're just blind because they are a better team than people are letting on. Yes, the NFC East is awful, but the Giants is the little star in the distance in the NFC East. They are coming each week to play. Joe Judge is coaching his ass off, and just like all the other coaches are. So it was a huge game. Leonard Williams is a freaking awesome defensive lineman. DT, defensive end. I said last year when they signed him to the franchise tag that he was going to be a difference maker. Him and DeMarcus Lawrence and Tomlinson are crazy. Now let's hope next week Blake Martinez, it's just he's tweaked something. He can play because he's another guy everywhere. Jabril Peppers is another defensive back on this team who can play in the box. He's doing his job. He's covering those big tight ends. He's covering receivers. He's knocking balls out. That's another thing you see on this team is that they're always, when they're going for the tackle, the first thing they're doing is going for the ball and trying to knock the ball out. So this was a huge win. I'm screaming, in joy at my TV as my 4-year-old comes running out and he's, oh my God, did they get a touchdown? And all this other good stuff. So we've got a 4-year-old Giant fan in the making right now. I'd rather the youth who have to hear us older guys yelling at a TV have the opportunity to see good Giant football in the future. Well, that's all I got. Big Giants win today. Seattle on to Arizona. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this big win. Different players you may think have stood out or whatever that I missed. Hit that subscribe button and give me a like. Thanks, everybody.